researcher with Zizi Afrique, joining us here on the broadcast. Daktari, to you from Naivasha, and then talk to us about, before we leap towards the aspect of technology, on, how is it possible for an entire class of learners to write the same question but wrong answers? I mean, what is the time in question? Didn't they have the time to go through, write without being under any intense pressure from the invigilators and the supervisors? How can that happen? I mean, is it even possible to happen?
What you're facing is a country that has no values, no ethics, where the adults are the people aiding it. Because if you talk about exam cheating using mobile phones and using technology, is because we are allowing our children to go to those exams hall with the phones. Even when most of the time, I remember when I was a student many years ago, we were sat to that, and I appreciate that aspect. That some principals for sure, and some head teachers and then some examiners are very keen on ensuring that, the rules are followed. But that is just a country that has no values, that has no morals. And I spend a lot of time researching more on these competencies and the values. And even when they are on the documents, our documents, our curricula is very keen on ensuring that our learners get certain values. I think we have 8 values now at the CBC. We are not seeing them because we are the black book. If I aid my child to cheat on the exams, I don't expect them to be people of integrity even in the future. Of course, the issue now, when you think about technology, and I think that is why many schools have been very hesitant on allowing even learners to access the technology gadgets, which of course is sad, because I think I would want my child to be taught to how to use and to search for materials, but at the same time, it is being used for the wrong work. So what I think we need to do as a country is, of course, to not just to invest. I saw the deputy president saying that they have invested on the people who do cybersecurity and all that. I think that will not be enough if ourselves as people, we are not taking action to actually nurture values and to develop those values in our learners. And they have seen it. If you look, Ayub, at some of the research that has been done, that points out that our learners, when they get to the university and when they leave university, about 50% or 52%, they don't have the skills that are needed in the job market. It's because they went to the university, but they were not qualified to be there. Even when they were qualified, maybe they were not qualified to take certain courses. And that is quite unfortunate that when we do all these things we're doing, we are happy that our learners will get to the university or they are going to get to a national school. After that, you actually have a very quote-unquote useless person, because they are not fit to do the work they are doing. They go to the university, they drop out. We waste a lot of money on these issues. But what we need to ask ourselves is, why is it that many years down the line, we are still talking about exam cheating? What is the problem? And why now is even an issue is because if you look at the presidential working party recommendations, is that now NEC will actually be printing their own exams. Even when the exams were printed elsewhere, we were given the booklets. We actually went ahead and opened the booklets and cheated, and and now if we are the one printing, sometimes I look at the recommendations and I'm like, oh my goodness, what will happen? Because when it is printed in the UK or wherever they print, I don't know, we still cheat. And now when they're given the responsibility, they need to show us that they are accountable, that they are responsible. And I think we have a long way to go.
Thank you, Dr.